All right, we're back with our two-a-day look at Major League Baseball win totals. Today, we'll cover the Milwaukee Brewers and the Kansas City Royals. Let's start with the Brewers, who won 93 games last season and finished in first place in the NL Central. Odds makers predict a step back for this squad as their over-under set at 83 and a half. So let's take a closer look and see what we think. All right, we'll start with some key departures. They lose shortstop Willie Adames, unfortunately, for the Brewers. This guy has just been a stud. He signed a 7-year deal with the Giants. Listen to his stats over the last 3 seasons. He averaged 29 home runs, 97 RBI, and even stole 21 bases last year. Losing him is a massive blow to this lineup. They also lose closer Devin Williams, who's now a Yankee. Last season, this guy was dominant. He posted a 1.83 ERA and 1.02 WHIP. Offensively, the lineup still has talent, led by outfielder Jackson Churio, catcher William Contreras, and first baseman Rhys Hoskins. But for this offense to click, they're going to need some young guys to step up, and they're going to need veteran Christian Yelich to return from injury, stay healthy, and contribute like he used to. From a pitching standpoint, Freddie Peralta is now the ace, and the Brewers added left-handed pitcher Nestor Cortez from the Yankees, which I think is a nice bolster here. Last season, the Brewers ranked fifth in MLB in ERA and ninth in WHIP, so the rotation should still be a strength. They could also get back former ace Brandon Woodruff from injury at some point in the season. And if he comes back and pitches like he used to, and that shoulder can hold up, watch out. He will be a huge addition here. From a bullpen standpoint, this was one of the biggest strengths of the team last year. Their bullpen ERA was second best in the bigs. Yes, losing Devin Williams stings, but I think this still should be a very good unit. Trevor McGill will take over as the closer after an impressive 2024 season where he posted a 2.72 ERA, 1.14 WHIP, and 21 saves. They've added young live arms like Connor Thomas, Grant Wolfram, plus they have a couple prospects waiting in the wings, and Jacob Mizorowski and Craig Yoho. All of those could contribute at some point during this season. Brewers have been top 10 in the bullpen in ERA in 8 of the last 10 years, so I don't have any concerns. They'll figure it out. Final verdict is this. This is a tough team to predict. The NL Central is weak, but the Reds and Cubs both made big moves. And I think they're going to take a step up. The Brewers are going to look a lot different, and there are questions all around, but their pitching should carry them. If the offense can just get a little from their young guys, I think they can stay competitive. This is a team that won 93 games, dropping them all the way to 83 and a half as the over-under. Just seems like an overreaction to me. So we're going to take the over, but we're going to do so cautiously with 2 baseballs on the confidence meter. All right, let's turn our attention now to the Kansas City Royals, who won 86 games last year and finished second in the AL Central. Their over-under set at 83 and a half. I think any conversation in looking at the Kansas City Royals has to start with their all-everything stud, Mr. Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the most exciting players in the game. His stats last year, listen to these: 296 average, 31 home runs, 99 RBI, and 34 stolen bases. He came in second in MVP voting and has a legit chance to win it this year. But he's not the only nice bat in the lineup. I also like Vinny Pasquantino and Salvador Perez. They both bring power to the middle of the order. And one of the bigger offseason moves for the Royals, they brought in Jonathan India from the Reds in the Brady Singer deal. While a lot of people seem to like this addition, I got to be honest, I'm not a big fan of it. He's a good dude, and he was a fan favorite in Cincinnati. But the guy's just not clutch. His stats are mediocre at best, and he just never seems to step up in big moments. To rely on him as a full-time leadoff hitter who's going to make a consistent impact all season long, I think is a big mistake and going to be a problem for this team. Now, the pitching staff, they did take some hits, and it's not what I would call their strength overall, but I do like it. The rotation was top 10 in ERA and WHIP last year. Yes, they did lose Brady Singer, but the rotation still has Michael Wacha and Michael Lorenzen. Not spectacular guys, but solid number 3 and 4, and Cole Reagans will take over as the ace. He's a good pitcher. He's not a dominant number 1, but he's solid. Their bullpen was middle of the road last year, but they made some big improvements here by bringing in stud Carlos Estevez, huge upgrade. They have an elite closer now who last year had a 2.45 ERA, a .91 WHIP, and 25 saves. He immediately strengthens his group. I also really like Lucas Urseg, who they picked up midseason last year. He's another big arm in the back end of this bullpen. The bullpen is now a strength instead of a weakness. Final verdict is this. This team is not going to win the World Series, but they did win 86 games last last year. I just don't see a major drop off. Rotation is still solid, even without Singer. Bullpen got much better with Estevez. The AL Central is weak, and to me, there's no reason to think this team can't reach 84 wins. So we're going to take the over 83.5, and we're going to lock it in with 3 baseballs on the confidence meter. That's all I got today, CMA Nation. We'll be back tomorrow with 2 more. Take care. See ya.